Yesterday we have seen test.qw, where we worked on a couple of things. I'm not sure whether you have reviewed the videos yesterday. And I have shown the creation of the list box and how do we understand adding a new input box and creating a chart, okay, kind of stuff here. And today, and even we have we have to see these objects actually, these kind of objects that we need to explore still. Okay, so then only we can understand how to do the rest of the stuff like this. And whenever, for example, for this one, you can take the existing stuff. See, whenever you are going to open this one, see, I'm just closing this part. There is a movies database, okay, where this is a full-length project based upon the sheet wise, okay, where you can see this is just an image where you can even see, for example, you wanted to do something like this. See, a button is there, and when you click on this button, it is navigating you to some other next tab. Looks good, right? Means this is just looking like a website, right or wrong? And when you are selecting the Chinese, so you can see the changing the entire data as Chinese. And when you are going to select the English, you can see the data as English, right? So here, whenever you check the properties, this is none other than the sheet properties where you have used the reference of the language, okay, and this is nothing but a background picture where you have used, and rest of all the stuff is nothing but the text that you have been using, okay. And the fields, if you can explore, this is all the data which is related to the movie data, okay. And here, so if you can take a look at this button, you can see the properties, and this is how the button action you need to check. See what it is doing, it is activating to the next sheet. How to add, click on add, okay, and then you need to understand external, print, apply bookmark, and a layout. So in the layout you can clearly see that activate next sheet, okay. Understand, if at all if I say minimize an object, it will take a different stand, okay. So likewise we have already this button action field over here, and rest of all this is a background image. And if you are going to take a look at this one, this is a text object, okay, which is going to be a text field here, okay. The representation is a text. Even if you want to change it to an image, you can always try changing it, okay. So here, if you can take a look at this analysis part, you can see whenever you select this part, it is showing you the average length of the movies over the time, and then it is showing you the list of movies over here, okay. Average length of the movies over the time, and then it is showing you the movie list here, okay. And now, for example, hi Suresh, good evening. It's okay. What I'm trying to show is I'm trying to show how do we configure the text object, okay, by taking the existing projects. Already I have showed you, right, the existing projects, movie database and all kind of stuff. So parallelly, instead of you can always try doing a project, rather you can always explore the existing projects that you have in front of us. So as a part of it, I'm just trying to explain this. When you are going to take up this one, let me just show you from the forefront. So when you click on this movies database, okay, it will accelerate this first page where you can see this is a background image, just a background image. Understand? And you can see the title. This is entirely the sheet properties, okay, where it is going to have some sort of language. See, This is the one where you are referring to the intro, which is called a language over here. And this field is something just like the one where you have it in the list of data. Okay, so here you are using the same thing, and where you are using it to, if reference is equal to intro, then you have to follow up with a different. The dollar symbol represents the variable. V represents V language. Variable language means different languages would be there. Okay, and definitely this particular variable, we have already seen yesterday how to configure a variable, and we have configured the variable yesterday. And now you can give multiple values. You can see that these are the multiple values here, and you click on this language part. See, so apart from this one, the rest of the things are the text, right? You can take a look at this one. This is all text actually. Okay, when you click on this one, then you should see that this is a text which you have grabbed from the V language variable. Okay, and here if you can take a look at this one, this is the VLang variable, okay, where you have created, okay, for which that you are using this part. So anyhow, what my intention of showing you this part is, go to analysis, okay, and I wanted to create some new text object, new sheet object, and a text object. So if I'm going to create a new text object, you can see that this is a QlikView text object. So this is a text object where you can move anywhere. Okay. And here, what is the advantage of this text object? For example, if I'm going to select any sort of list box, select something like this, everything will change, but not this text box. This will remain the same. Okay. So for example, if you wanted to make it to change, or if you wanted to change the properties of this one, go to the properties. Okay, and you already have the base color, and if you wanted to change this color, you can always try doing it. See, the base color is this one, right? Okay, now I wanted to change this part, the object. This is the object ID, and I'm going to select this color, background color. Okay, so let me select the color and just color, and just say okay. See, I just want to select this different one. So okay, that is the one. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, if you wanted to change the color, just give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is how that we have done. Okay, if at all, if I wanted to, I don't want it any sort of coloring and all kind of stuff. So then just go for like this. See. Okay. And you can make this text formatting even with the same sort of stuff, and also you can implement the scroll bars and all kind of stuff when you have the increased, and also you can refer the links. Even you can take a look at this one. You can left alignment, top alignment, so kind of stuff, and actions. You can add an action, the selection in the field. Okay, see, for example, I wanted to make external one, which is going to be the launch. Okay, as there are a lot of options, I wanted to open the notepad .exe. So just say okay. So this is the one. Click on this one. Oh, it is not. It is opening the notepad file. Understand? So even this can be able to communicate with your internal kernel level .exe files. Okay, understand, guys? Any questions so far? Now, I wanted to make the influence of the same thing. For example, like I want to change some layout over here. Okay, so what kind of layout that you want me to do? So here, first of all, just let me delete this part. Okay, delete this part. I don't want to use this part. And also, you can use the gradients. This is the gradient color. You can observe. Okay. So here, if you can take a look at this one, I wanted to use this one as a conditional basis, where on what conditional basis that I wanted to do this one. I have this is a QlikView text, first of all. Okay. If I wanted to use any sort of condition over here, I wanted to use something like this. Count of. I want to select the field. I want to select film ID. I'm going to paste this one. Not exactly here. I'm going to place this film. Less than 10 it has to show me whenever I click on this part. This is the action that I'm going to give it. So if at all, if I'm going to click this one, no, it is not showing me, right? Wait, here, stuff. Just give me a moment. Let me just take a look at this one. Here I wanted to use properties, not properties, new sheet object, which is going to be text object. Please click here. That's okay. I'm going to have something like this. Now let me actions. There is no actions. I get something like this. Make it bold. Okay. Or you can see something like this. So even if you want the drop shadow apply, you're going to get something like that. Then go to layout and conditional show. Yes. Count of paste. So here, is there anything else that we are still have to add up? Let us make something which is going to be less than 10. It's okay. Why? It's okay. So you can take a look at this one. The condition is, if at all, if you are going to select less than, if your film ID is less than 8, less than 10, then only you can see this particular text box. If it is 20, it is not showing over here. If it is 1, it is 1 is showing. Okay. And what else is there here? You can try 20 is not showing and 1 is going to show. 8 is going to show. Understand this one? Got it, guys? All of you understand this part? Okay, now let us go ahead with the one more stuff. So this time let us go ahead with the table box. We have okay, no, I want to show that something called a button box. Okay, why? Because I have not show you, I haven't shown you the current selection we have done, and we are yet to done with the button object. Then we need to go to the table object actually. Okay, so here in this kind of stuff, this is more important actually in the QlikView segment. These objects are very much famous actually. So let me just do with the different stuff over here. You can see like many of these things are there here. You can try working over here then. So creating a button object. Okay, so you can clearly observe that how we can do the button object. Okay, if at all you want to clear all the stuff, you can clear. There is a button over there here. You can clear everything. For example, if I'm going to select, some selections are going to be done. So if you want to clear all the stuff, click on clear. Now it will be cleared by default. Okay, and one more thing is toolbars. View toolbars, standard navigation is there, right? Okay, and you need to select that standard navigation and the design. See, this is the design stuff where you are not required to do the right click, and instead that you can directly go ahead with that. So now here we have different models over here: retail, store, market, and also we have data visualization like comparisons, variant units, and all this different kind of stuff. Data market. But still, let me just go ahead with the movies database here. And I wanted to go ahead with the dashboard. Instead of going through the analysis, I want to go ahead with the dashboard. Okay, and let me go ahead with the dashboard. So here, when I just wanted to create a button object, the very first thing that I can go ahead and do is just clear all the selections first. Right click, add sheet object, which is going to be a button. Okay. Whenever you click on the button, you will be asked for the generalized actions and the text which is associated over there. So here, I would like to give something called clear selections button itself. I just wanted to create, and the actions, and you wanted to make it left or the center. I wanted to keep it in center, and if I wanted to go ahead further, I want to go for the actions. Why? Because I need to add, or I need to submit some of the button action, right? So here, if you can take a look at this one, and I'm going to select the actions here. Okay, there are many actions here: layout actions and bookmark, print, and external. Okay, select the layout. Okay, and bookmark. You can see print sheet, apply bookmarking here, and you can see like launch in the external. You can open a URL even using this part. You can run a macro. You can open a QlikView document. Okay. So out of this, I wanted to make this involved in the selection one, where I need to go ahead with the clear all. Just say okay. So these are the clear all selections. See, I'm going to select this one, select this one. I've got the different data over here. Click on clear all selections. Good, right? This is working good. And also you can see like you can keep this one anywhere. Okay, clear selections, something like this. Same thing, just the macro, how do you do the general macro? Okay, will be added as a same selection over here. Just you will address that, that's it. I mean to say, how you do the macro in Excel sheets. Okay, in the same way, you are going to select the, hence you are not adding the macro, rather you are going to select it macro name which you have already wanted to create. Okay, I mean to say like you will use the functions with respect to variable name, and then the images and all kind of stuff. How you wanted to do this one, you will just provide it over here. It's not, it's again, it's a function actually. Okay, how you do it in the regular Excel sheet and all kind of stuff, that will apply the same. And for example, if I just wanted to open the URL, okay, I can just go ahead with the print or external open URL. Just say okay. Okay, and delete this part, and URL, which kind of URL that you want to. So you no need to give this kind of expression, rather. So when you wanted to apply the URL stuff directly, give it as http://QlikView.com. Yes. So it is going to open you the URL, something like this. Okay. So you can make this kind of button stuff, okay, even here in the QlikView, in order to further improve whatever that you wanted to do. And you can open the notepad and you can make implementation of the different stuff, something like this. Okay, and you can launch the notepads. Based upon this, you can create whatever the actions that you have. Okay. And then let me just go ahead with the table box. Okay, what exactly that I'm gonna do with the table box? See here, let me tell you that this is also again the same way that you can add an object, which is going to be a table box. So you can see, like in the table box, you can select, this is going to be a sample table box where I wanted to create. And see here, I wanted which fields needs to be there in this particular stuff. Okay. And now I want actor name and director name and film count. Very good. And then say okay. See, I have got the sample box. Okay, fine. So I don't have the. So you can see the sample box over here. And again, when you make all these kind of selections, you can see clear selections again. I'm sorry. Clear selections, we have modified it, right? And you can make this clear selections over here. You can have the table chart something like this, table box. I'm sorry. Okay. And let me show you something like arrow object. Why? Because we are already working with all this kind of stuff, but not the arrow boxes. So let me just delete this part. I don't want it. Okay. So here when I'm going to select it, there is something called the line or arrow box. Okay. So once you create that one, new line or stuff, like you want horizontal or a vertical, you need to make a decision factor over there. Okay. And what kind of style that you want. Okay. I want a vertical stuff and I want a solid line. And what is the line weight that you want to rely on? Okay. And let me just increase this line weight. Okay, fine. You can always increase and decrease it. And you can just define the arrow style. Okay. And general arrow style is quite enough for me. And hence I just wanted to select, say okay. Okay. So this is the okay kind of stuff. You can see this is a single line that you have got over here. Okay. And what we are going to do with this one? So this is a general like arrow object which you wanted to try it with this one. Okay, and you wanted to keep it. So you see like the space and the stuff that you can clearly observe the white color. This is white in color. Okay, you can increase this one, something like this. Understand? But this is one of the kind of stuff that you can always rely on. Okay. And here, instead of this one, if for example, let me say, I wanted to use the same thing, like I want to differentiate, see, and I'm going to keep something like this. Okay. So it's separating two things. Got it. And I want to just say going to properties over here. And here is a completely white in color that you can clearly observe. This color I'm going to make it 100% transparency. Just say okay. Apply. Check it out. See, this is 100% transparent right now. Right or wrong? If you are going to have the white in color, then it will just make you to not able to understand the data that it is there nearby. Okay. Now you can see the layout. Okay. And you can see that no shadow is a kind of stuff. If you wanted to make the medium, and you can try checking it even. Okay. Soft kind of stuff. See, I wanted to make it as a conditional stuff. Okay. If you want to make a condition on this one, when it needs to be shown, you can make it out. Okay, we already have seen like how do we make it conditional. Okay, and also allow move or size. If you're going to make it, and if you wanted to move this one, you're not able to move now. Okay, and scroll bar, if you wanted to enable here, properties, yellow move or size, and you can see that scroll bar, if you wanted to enable this one here. Okay, so scroll bar width, if you wanted to, but preserve scroll bar position, it's completely disabled for this kind of object over here. Let me just drag you to the caption stuff, and where I wanted to say the show caption stuff, and this is none other than the line object. Okay, for this kind of line object where I just wanted to perform some sort of wrap text. Okay, let's say apply. You take a look at this one line object in the stuff. It is showing me somewhere here like this. And you can make it some size even if you wanted to make it. This is the kind of stuff like that you can do. And coming to the next one, which is going to the bookmark object. Okay. Next one is a bookmark object. How do we use the bookmark object? See, again, the same way that we are going to use this. When you wanted to use this bookmark object, is nothing but how you are going to use this bookmark. Okay, when you are doing some sort of analysis, where you wanted to revisit one more time whenever you want. Okay, so here this is my bookmark style. Okay, where I want to create bookmark. Okay, and then say this is all different style. Okay, that I'm going to create. I didn't change anything else. I'm just saying okay. And you see, this is the kind of bookmark that you can observe clearly. Add a bookmark. Add a bookmark. So this is the one bookmark name which was given for this one. And just say okay. And you can see the list of stuff, whatever that you have bookmarked. Understand? Add bookmark. Remove bookmark, you can always have it here. See? Right? See, here you are going to make some of the selections, let me tell you. See, 1, 2, otherwise something like this. Something like this you have done. And you are going to make an added bookmark. And let's say okay. Okay. And now clear all the selections. Now you want to select the bookmark. See, this is how that you can create this kind of bookmarks, which is going to be working for you. Okay. Now this is how that we have. We can make this bookmarks something like this. Okay, if you want to add a bookmark, click on the add button and you can make changes of this one. If at all, if you don't want the bookmark, you can just remove all the bookmarks. And if you don't want this bookmark object, just remove. Okay. And this is how that you can work with the bookmark. And coming back to our slider object is one more beautiful stuff here in QlikView. How we have it in the Tableau. Okay. So here, again the slider will go in the same way. Slider or the calendar object, where you want a slider or a calendar. I want only the slider. So I wanted to select the slider, but what kind of slider that I want? Okay, and I want to select the field. I want to select which kind of field that I want to select. Field ID. Okay. Okay. And then it's okay. See, this is a kind of slider that you can clearly see that. See, the slider, based upon the slider, you can see the different data over here. Clear the selections. Just see. Something like this. And based upon not this one, let me just remove this object. Otherwise, let me just go through the properties and let me just go ahead. Instead of this part, I wanted to go ahead with the rating. See, I wanted to go ahead with this slide, clear all the selections, first of all here. See, I want to see rating 3. I want to see which are all having rating 1. Beautiful, right? This is interesting tool with the QlikView point of view. And this is where that we are done with the today's session. Okay, and where we will see a few more things like charts. Okay, why? Because we have almost covered the objects. Okay, but still we are left with the search. Searchy is already shown actually earlier, and let us try understanding the cross tabular data in the QlikView, the tomorrow session, followed by line charts. I mean to say like the visualization charts and all kind of stuff. See you all. Thank you. Bye.